Hey guys, Keith here. Just thought I would start a series of tutorials on Xamarin. I'd like to take you from the basics of a Xamarin application, talk about Xamarin Forms, MVVM, Prism, and then create an actual real-world application of some sort and show you how to publish that. So if you're interested in that, I would like you to please subscribe. I don't make any money off these videos. I'm just doing it so I can give back to the community and help hopefully somebody out there with my 25 years of experience in developing. That of course is not 25 years of experience developing mobile applications because we didn't have them for 25 years. However, I've been a developer for 25 years and I'm retired now, and I just thought I would actually continue on developing these tutorials for you so I can give my education and experience off to you. So if you're interested in that and you want me to keep going on these videos, please subscribe to let me know that you're interested, and I'll continue making them. Okay? So we're going to talk in this video about how to install Xamarin. So we're not going to get into actual development. So if you already know how to develop Xamarin, you know how to create an app right at the beginning there, an app project, I should say, then you might want to skip this tutorial here. But definitely don't forget to subscribe, okay? So again, this is for people that don't have Xamarin installed. We are actually going to go down to Visual Studio. I should have probably had that up already. But you want to select Visual Studio Installer. So once you do that, I have an update. A lot of times this will say modify, but if it doesn't, if you're like me, you can just drop this down and click modify. When that opens up, you want to scroll down to mobile and gaming and select mobile development with .NET. Okay? Now, there's a few things that I also want to go over. Once you select that, you can modify, and then that will install. And then you want to open up Visual Studio. There's a few things I want to go over too in this video, and I will show you where to get a lot of information about Xamarin and stuff. Okay? So when you open up your new project, you'll now have an Android, and you'll also have a cross-platform. Now, of course, Android is only going to be developed for the Android operating system. Cross-platform, Xamarin goes on Android, iOS, and Windows UWP. Okay? So we are only going to be discussing Android development in these tutorials just because I don't develop for Apple. I hand that off to other developers if I have a client that needs the Apple. I also hand off when I want to produce my actual, even though I know how to get it on the Google Play, I don't normally do that to any of our applications that we create. I hand that off to another company, used to anyways. I, of course, don't do that because I'm retired, but so that's basically how that is. So when we create that, I've got app 2 because I already created an app 1, but you would just select OK, and then you would do a blank application is what we're going to do. Select your minimum version, say OK, and you'll see your project is created. The first thing you want to do when you create a project is go to properties and make sure that you're using the correct, this is what it's going to compile, this target framework. And then in your manifest, you want to ensure that this is the same. So that should change for you. And then your minimum is your 5.0, and we'll talk about all this stuff, required permissions and all that stuff. Okay, so that's it for right now. Like I said, we're not going to do any coding on this particular tutorial, but the future tutorials will definitely go into creating an actual application and getting out there on the Android market, called Google Play now. So also, while I have you here, is go to, if you want to go to Xamarin, to actually, it's taken, of course, Microsoft bought it. If you guys don't know the history, I'm not going to give you a big history lesson, but Microsoft, of course, owns Xamarin, and you can go to visualstudio.microsoft.com/Xamarin. Now, Xamarin had Xamarin University, and I just wanted to point this out. They are consolidating these resources at Microsoft, which will be called Microsoft Learn. And so if you're excited about the Xamarin University, you heard it before, it is actually going to go out in June of 2019. That's going to be retired. So those certifications are going to be now over to Microsoft Learn. So the other place I want to show you is where you can get samples, things like that. The Xamarin documentation is at https docs.microsoft.com/en/us and then Xamarin. Okay, that's where I go to get that documentation. Okay, that's it for today. Again, please subscribe, show me that you're interested, and I'll continue on these tutorials. Okay, if I don't have a lot of participation, it's just kind of a waste of my time. I can find other things to do in my retirement years. So that's just unfortunately the way it goes. So if I'm not getting a lot of people that this is helping, then I got to find out some other way. Okay, so again, I know that by you guys subscribing. So just click the subscribe button. It's very easy. Again, I'm not going to ask any money or anything like that off these. These are completely free and going to remain free. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks a lot.